Don't let outside voices become your inside voice, unless it's a voice that serves you. But you know which voice I'm talking about. The one that stops you from doing something or celebrating something because it's either not enough yet or you haven't done enough yet. Too many of us are quick to bat away the good. Compliments, wins, moments worth celebrating. We don't know what to do with them. And I want to talk about why that is. I'm actually going to talk about Arsenal Football Club as my kind of case study, especially following the Champions League loss. So I'm going to get into that and give 3 tips on what you can actually do about it. I had an idea for a video a while ago. It was about Arsenal and manifestation, about being locked in to an end goal and not letting circumstances or the ups and downs get in the way of locking on to that vision. You know, trusting in the process and all of its ups and downs. And I thought about this ages ago, actually, and then let time pass and then was rushing to record it before the end of the league. I think it was because I didn't want to seem reactionary, like I was only doing it because it was almost a dead set that we would win the league. But then the Champions League final came. So I decided I wanted to talk about external voices instead because very quickly, immediately the talk started to happen about the idea of Arsenal failing a double, about them bottling the Champions League. Now look, the loss was disappointing. The idea of a double is amazing, and to lose on penalties, what can I say? Well, I'll be honest, a huge part of wanting to win was to shut people up. The focus had shifted to external voices, and I nearly got for a second. I was so excited for the parade. I knew it'd be rammed. I wasn't planning on seeing the bus unless by some way of a miracle, but I was like, it's been 22 years. I'm going to go there. I'm going to be in that crowd and I'm going to have and make memories from this day and from this occasion. Then with the loss, for a moment I was like, damn, I wish the parade was in a week so we could let the disappointment of the final die down. And then I went to the parade and it confirmed the complete opposite. Why be sad? Because of no double, we won the league. We're devastated that we got only one out of the 2 most, huge trophies in club football. My times are different. The standards have indeed changed. Spoken standard. And that is the main thing to celebrate. So we need to celebrate our wins based on our own internal standards, not external ones. And that starts with learning to do 3 things. First thing is learning how to receive and give praise. You have to practice this with everything you have. And look, I'm talking about how your internal voice is the most important one, and it is. But if you spend a lot of time with negative voices or critical inner voices, then learning how to receive voices that esteem you, that prop you up, is vital. You have to kind of overwrite all that's been done, and it's good practice in learning how to overwrite all of that negativity. It helps us build our own image of what we can do and what we're capable of. So don't bat things away, receive them and let them land. Tip number 2, celebrate small wins and big ones, but do it internally first. This doesn't mean don't share things and don't post. It means post it and be proud of sharing regardless of what happens after. I made a short about how you don't need to win to be seen because I got into the mindset of deciding to post when I had done something I considered big. All it meant is I had shrunk myself to the point where when something big did happen, or like big did happen, I barely shared it. I trained my brain to the point where nothing would be good enough. And what does that mean? I didn't celebrate myself at all. While we're here, just to add about celebrating yourself, it's not about celebrating and then staying in the same place. When Arsenal was second for ages, Arteta said he was like, don't be satisfied. There's always room to expand. Celebrating progression while also looking to raise the bar, well, those 2 things aren't in conflict. Tip number 3 is to fail forward. I've got a mentor that encourages this. Getting some failures in means you are making attempts. Arsenal eventually failed forward into first place. And now this idea of bottling the Champions League, it's twofold. On the one hand, there's the room to grow because, won that trophy. But then there's the idea of growth. We were quarter-finalists, semi-finalists, now finalists. So it reminds me of that journalist who asked Eileen Gu if it was 2 silvers gained or 2 golds lost, and she laughed in his face because she knows what it takes to even get to that stage, to the literal podium, to aim for gold and only get silver. in a world where so many of us are scared to even aim for gold in the first place, in case it's not enough. But enough for who? And that's the real fear, isn't it? We don't aim big because what if outside voices look at and judge our attempts? So we don't attempt at all. It's like playing snooker and knowing the aim is to pot the black, but we're so nervous about the judgment at each step of the way that we won't even attempt the break. Quick aside, I don't know where all of these sports analogies are coming from. I'm not like a sports person, but I think sports analogies work because we are used to the idea of neuroplasticity in athletes, how they build a mindset for a big performance. It's something our brains can rationalize and validate. And look, I'm not afraid of woo-woo. I embrace it. It's literally my nickname. But if some of us look at manifesting or building a life as gamifying life, then we are the athletes in this game. Here's what I want to leave you with. The analytical brain loves to disguise itself as a constructive critic. But in addition to the 3 tips, I want you to also ask this question. Is the voice I'm listening to a reviewer or is it a critic? To review something is to stand back and see everything neutrally. What is good and what's going well and what can I improve? It's a growth voice. To be a critic, it's to call a spade. And you will never satisfy a voice that is intent or programmed to find whatever is wrong. And usually it wants to find it first, before anyone else can. It's the protective voice, which is ironic because it's actually the voice that does the most damage. So it's important to hear and know the difference. So the tips, that question, they're all things that I have done, am doing, and will continue to do. I'm returning a strong focus on my own creative work and I'm building a business around it. So it's more important than ever to me, and perhaps is why I started making these videos and sharing. It's a way of committing to my own voice, my actual voice, not the one that previously took over. That's what I think, but you tell me. I'm joking. Like, I'm posting this video because I've already decided. I know this is fire. But seriously, if you have watched this whole video, I am very thankful to you. And if it meant anything to you, I would be very happy to hear that. Until next time. And maybe, just maybe, I will finish editing that video that I was going to make about Arsenal and manifesting your dreams and goals and visions. But we'll see.